Horses coming to the public test branch in July. Night vision goggles might just be a thing. And does D11 have an official position on leprechauns? No. All of this and more is what you're going to be getting in this Rust console video. We've got some news because I've been going through the official Rust console Discord, and the community manager Pedro has been making some statements, and I think we need to pay attention to these because there's some really good information here, and it's everything from horses to community servers to a bunch of other stuff that you just might find interesting. So let's get into this Rust console news. But before we do, I want to leave you with a statement by my father. He sat me down and he said, "Son, this is really important. I need you to move out of the basement. So please hit subscribe so I can make my parents' dream a reality." Now, moving into the Rust console news. So first off, horses are coming to the public test branch in July. It seems like there have been some issues with horses. There's a little bit of a performance issue going on. I'm guessing that's with last gen, but it seems like the Rust console developers are confident that they're going to get this issue fixed and successfully deliver horses to the public test branch in July. Now, after horses, they do have some other updates coming, and they let us know what some of those are. So two big ones that we can expect are some quality of life updates with minor gameplay additions, and we're going to cover what those might be later, and community servers. Comes to community servers, we also did get a few more tidbits of information. So most exciting one is that there's going to be more than one hosting company for community servers. This is important because every now and then you run into someone who's boycotting company for one reason or another. Maybe a company tortures dolphins, or maybe a player really wants to support a company that tortured dolphins, and this one didn't. I don't know. But sometimes people just have these weird boycotts going on. Y'all are weird. But whatever. The fact that there's more than one option for hosting means that you can go with a company that does or doesn't do whatever you want them to do. It's always good to have more options, and I definitely support that. In addition to this, when it comes to community servers, it seems like it's going to be very similar to PC when it comes to sort of the dev tools that you've got. Someone asked in a statement how it would work if someone's teaming, and not necessarily like teaming on a team, but let's say you've got a duos server, right? You have a team of two, and you have another team of two, and they're working together. The statement was made that you're going to be able to use the tools that are available with community servers to detect that, which means you're going to be able to tell if players are sort of working together, tell if players are playing side by side and things like this. Now, maybe that means that you're going to be able to go invisible and track players, or maybe it means that you're going to have very extensive logs. From what I gather, it probably means that there's going to be logs and things like that, but it seems like invisibility for admins might just be an option. Overall, it looks bright. I love that I'm hearing this. I love the fact that it seems like they've thought about these things and at least given us some way to suss out if players are cheating or breaking rules for a server. And other than those two statements, there was really no news regarding community servers, except that's going to be coming after the horses update, which means we're probably looking at September, October, maybe November for community servers, possibly December. I know I was hoping this wouldn't happen, but this might be a December 31st type of release. We're just going to have to wait and see what happens. Hopefully they're still coming in 2023. It seemed like the Rust devs are not backing down from that statement. So fingers crossed that everything's going to come together, and we'll be seeing them in the latter half of this year. Now, moving on, night vision goggles was something I talked about earlier, and they did say that's something that is somewhat planned. It doesn't seem like night vision goggles are being developed currently. I sort of feel like it could be one of those updates that might be coming with the quality of life update and some minor gameplay sort of additions. I feel like night vision goggles could be in there, but it's probably too early for them to say anything. But night vision goggles is somewhat planned, and that's going to be a game changer when it comes to Rust. Being able to get night vision goggles at night is so OP. I've done it before on the PC version of Rust, and it just feels like a whole nother level of gameplay. Also, speaking of a whole nother level, those of you who hit subscribe, shout out to you. That's a whole nother level of dedication, and I really do appreciate it. It helps me just grow this channel and fight the charges that are up against me right now. I'm trying to avoid a felony for just falling asleep on the subway. It's ridiculous that people are prosecuted in this day and age for sleeping on the subway. The judge says it has something to do with the fact that I sleep naked, but I think that's beside the point. Anyways, moving on with the updates. They said that there's no plans for drones or underwater labs, but that a Hazy skin is being planned and currently worked on. There's no release date for that, but they said that the Hazy skin is something that you can expect to come out, and from what we gathered, it's a nomad skin. So for those of you who want to roleplay a desert nomad, this one's going to be for you. The Arctic skins are not coming yet, but it seems like those might be something that's going to be coming in the next year or two. Now, when it comes to the boat sound bug, which is something that everybody mentions in every video. What's going on with that? The Rust dev said that they're frustrated with that. I don't know if they mean the questions that people keep asking about it or the fact that the bug exists, but they've been trying to track it down, and it seems like they've just had no luck. So they're trying to fix it. It seems like they know what it is, I guess. So they tracked it down, but they're just having a hard time fixing it because it's something that's barely baked into the code. And finally, when it comes to player cap increases, because of performance, that's something that's probably not going to happen. I know a lot of people right now are going to be pointing their finger at last gen. Let's all point and laugh. No, but it's probably not last gen. This is probably a server requirements type of thing, and something that D11 would need to sort of fix a lot of memory issues to make possible. And when I say memory issues, I don't mean on the console side of things, I mean on the server side of things. That's something that's important to note because there's server side issues and then there's console side issues. On the console side, sometimes being last gen sort of inclusive just means that things can't get done. But on the server side, they could just upgrade servers, but that's going to cost a lot more and it might make the game unviable. So it's probably better that they keep the cap at 100 and don't go bankrupt. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. If you don't want me to go bankrupt, make sure you hit subscribe and bang that like button like a I'm not going to go there. Until next time, peace.